Hey, vegan here. Watch me make gyoza. Napa cabbage, Impossible burgers, Beyond sausage, green onions, ginger, garlic, sesame oil, cornstarch, soy sauce, egg-free dumpling wrappers. Start by finely chopping your Napa cabbage. You'll need 1.5 cups in total. That's about 3 cabbage leaves for me. Cut a few centimeters off the ends and discard. The green leafy part doesn't need to be too fine, but the white parts should be pretty small. Once it's chopped up, mix in a couple pinches of salt, around ½ teaspoon, and let it rest while you prep everything else. Chop about 1 cup of green onions and throw that into a vegan mixing bowl. Grate the skin off a 1-inch section of ginger and cut it into a few smaller pieces. Smash and peel 3 garlic cloves. Also, pro tip on identifying vegans in the wild, they'll remind you of it incessantly. With your fancy pants vegan garlic press, crush the garlic cloves and ginger pieces into the mixing bowl. Alternatively, you can just finely mince the garlic and ginger. Next up, your soy boy magic ingredient. Take a second to pat yourself on the back for making a choice that minimizes environmental destruction by not using animals. Throw 3 Impossible burgers, about 3/4 pounds, into your mixing bowl. Next up are the Beyond Meat sausages. Cut a slit down 2 Beyond sausages and remove the outer alginate casings. Throw those naughty bad boys into the mixing bowl, a bit less than ½ pound. Add in 1 teaspoon of sesame oil and 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. Add in 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. With your cruelty-free vegan hands, get down and dirty with the bowl ingredients. Squeeze out the water from your cabbage that you didn't forget about and add it to the bowl. Mix it up to complete your filling. Before wrapping, peel all your gyoza wrappers as it can be difficult to do later when your hands are all gunked up. To wrap like a vegan noob, pile on too much filling, wet the edges, and regret your decisions to be an Asian embarrassment on camera. Exactly like I'm doing right here. Seriously though, it doesn't matter much if some spills out, at least it's cruelty free. To wrap like a normal person, start by adjusting your filling amount to the size of your wrappers. For mine, about 1 tablespoon of filling is a good amount. Spoon it in the middle, press it down, but don't let any filling get to the edges. Wet the edges slightly so they'll stick together and start making your pleats. This part is a bit tricky. Start by gently folding the wrapper over the filling and pinch one end together. On one hand, with your index finger and thumb, push a small section of the wrapper over itself and use the other thumb to press the fold down. Continue this until you get to the other end. Pinch the other end to seal the deal. Once you have a few wrapped up, it's a good idea to pop as many as you can fit into the freezer so that they can retain their shape. If you do this, make sure that they're not touching while freezing, otherwise they'll stick together. A few decades later, after you finish wrapping them all, bask in their vegan glory before pan frying. Start with a bit of oil in your pan on medium heat. You can use frozen or freshly wrapped gyoza here, but fry for a few minutes with the flat side down until you get the level of golden brown you like on the bottom. Here's what I went for. Add water to the pan to get steaming. For 16 gyoza, I use about 1/3 cup. Cover the pan right away and set a timer for 2 to 3 minutes. After cooking covered for 2 to 3 minutes, most of the water should have evaporated and the gyoza tops should look moist and slightly transparent. Keep pan frying until all the water is evaporated and your vegan gyoza should be ready after this. Dip in whatever the heck you want, just be sure that there's no animal things in it. I like an equal mix of vinegar, soy sauce, and sesame oil. Test these on your meat-eating friends and blow their minds after you tell them that they're vegan.
Wow. That's really good.
Like, comment, subscribe, do the notification bell thing, all for the vegan YouTube algorithm. Oh, and in case you were wondering, I'm vegan by the way.